He said, well, you have bad judgment. The best financial managers have bad judgment. There are things you cannot control. If when those crises occur, no matter how bad they may seem, you allow that to become the completion of your financial picture. You say, God, why even try? Or here, I did all this, and this is what I got rewarded. Or, gosh, I can never invest again because I tried this thing one time and I lost all my money. If that happens, you have the ultimate wealth wound. In fact, you have a dagger that will murder your financial future. The bottom line, that may sound harsh, but it is real. This is the one that kills most people. They go, well, I tried this one thing one time, so gosh, I can't do that again. Or I tried this thing and I gave it all, and this is what happened, so I better not do anything again. And you know what? That's called death rattle. It'll never happen. They'll never have what they want financially. You've got to be like a rubber ball and bounce back up and learn from what happened there and reinvest wherever you are. Remember the key belief system I shared with you earlier. The past does not equal the future. If you believe it does, it will control your financial future. You must get up and take another cut at the ball. Hey, Babe Ruth struck out more times than anybody in baseball history, but he also got more home runs. You've got to be willing to get up there again. If you focus on the failure, you'll never have what you want. You must take financial crisis and learn to transform it into financial opportunity. Through the new distinctions you have, you'll be able to accomplish much more, but you do have to have a little thing called faith. And I know that doesn't sound like a financial term, but the bottom line is without it, you'll never make an investment in your life, and you've got the ultimate wound. Every religious book on the planet talks about the power of faith. With the faith of a mustard seed, what you can do. I'm not talking about blind faith. I'm talking about learning from situations and then taking new action in a direction that makes sense. You must heal the seventh wound in order to ensure your future and create ultimate financial freedom. It's within your grasp. So what I've offered you today in this tape is a very clear look at the reasons for financial failure. What I want you to do now is to handle these things in advance. The time to handle a problem is before it ever comes up. And so what I want you to do as your exercise for today is to condition yourself for wealth. How? By understanding the 7 fundamentals that make the difference between financial success or ruin. You now know them. Let's begin to implement them. I want you to take out your success journal right now, and I want you to use these 7 distinctions to give yourself a financial checkup. See if there's any place where you're wounded, where you need to heal yourself, and quick. How do you do it? Start with number 1. Ask yourself specifically, what are some of the beliefs that I have that are probably keeping me from increasing my personal wealth, from attracting financial abundance? What are the beliefs I've got about that are probably holding me back, making me feel like, oh, God, that wouldn't be right? What are they? And identify them. Question number 2. Remember we said, the reason people don't succeed, they don't make having financial abundance a must. Financial survival is a must, but not abundance. So ask yourself the question, do I have a specific amount of money that I have selected that is well beyond my bare necessities? Something that would represent massive financial abundance that I absolutely am committed to having, that I have made a must. And if not, you need to design that number, and you need to get yourself to make it important enough that you will make this happen no matter what. 3, do I have an effective strategy to build my wealth and to absolutely achieve those goals and surpass them? If the answer is no, I want you to commit to do something today to find out more. Write somebody, call somebody, talk to somebody, and find out what are some initial steps you can get to master your finances. Don't put it off even one day. This is critical. 4, practice what we're talking about here. Get yourself, once you have the plan, analyze. Have you in the past gotten yourself to follow through consistently? If the answer is no, please use what you're learning here on how to get yourself to follow through, to use your personal power, and just do a little bit each day, just like we're doing here. We're taking things a little step at a time each day, but each day builds on the day before. Give yourself that benefit. Question number 5. What do you need to learn so that you can make the financial decisions in your life with good input? But what do you need to learn about taxes, etc., and actually make a list of the things you don't understand and go find someone who can give you those answers. 6. Gosh, I'm giving you a lot of work here, aren't I? I've gotten carried away here. But this is an important subject, and I want to make sure this gets handled for you because I see so many people that have such a great life, emotionally and mentally, in their family, and I see them in so much pain because they just haven't handled their money. It's so insane. You know, you've got to handle this thing. I hope I've gotten through to you on this. Now, to give you a lot of homework, just do it, okay? All right. 6. 6, just write yourself a sentence or two that makes it really clear why you're going to continue to follow through, even when you start to succeed, where you won't get caught up in going, well, I'm doing pretty good, where you'll keep a financial vigil. Don't do what I did. I had to learn the hard way. Learn the easy way. Pay attention to your finances consistently. Don't just, get comfortable and allow things to dwindle or give up the power to somebody else. And finally, number 7, develop a belief within yourself. And when I say this as homework, I'm asking you to develop or write a belief that will support you. But if I was going to tell you what it is for me, develop a belief within yourself that no matter whatever happens financially, that who you are personally is much bigger than anything that could ever happen to you financially, bigger than anything that could happen to our economy. I know that there was a point when my whole financial world looked like it was in absolute ruins, that it was over. It looked like I was going to lose my home, my castle, after working so hard, lose a business that for me was like my child. I'd given everything to. And I remember my wife and I sitting down at Christmas, right when we'd gotten some of this fabulous news that said that, everyone was telling us we'd have to go bankrupt because of this unique interlude with a partner. And I remember sitting down with her and saying, honey, I said, maybe this is a test. Maybe this is a test to see whether or not we've gotten hooked financially, where that's really what's most important. And so what's most important to me is our relationship. No matter what happens, we've got that. We've made this money and we could do it again. We might have to start over, but who cares? We had a lot of fun building it. We could create it again. She said, you're absolutely right. And for a few minutes, we just hugged each other. We cried a little bit, we hugged each other, and then we felt incredible. And I waited a few minutes, and I thought, now that we know that, let's not go into financial ruin. Let's not prove it financially. As long as we really know that in our gut, let's turn this baby around. And we got on our horse, and we did it. And I'm telling you, it was one of the most powerful experiences in our life of being able to absolutely take control of adversity and turn it around. So I offer you the same opportunity. Develop a belief in the core of your being that you are more than finances, clearly. As hard as I pushed you to really take care of this, equally hard, get clear that finances is not the game of life, but it's one of them. And the reason I stressed it strongly with enthusiasm is because I think it's the one that most people concentrate on least and creates the most amount of pain. Because getting a relationship, most of us figure out how to deal with. Getting a chance to handle our physical body, there are a zillion books on dieting, everybody's trying one next week. But how many people really spend the same amount of focus on their finances? We know the answer. Again, 95% of the United States at age 65, dead, broke, or dead. You don't ever need to be one of them. Let this tape and this day represent for you the new birth and a new dawning of your financial stability and power. And let yourself become a role model of what real abundance is. Mental, emotional, social, physical, spiritual, and financial. That's my message to you. Go through these 7 questions, take a good look, eliminate the wounds, and move forward. When you come back tomorrow, what we're going to work on is eliminating the things that cause people to sabotage financially. That's kind of like the final barrier for most people. So take my challenge. Mark this day as the beginning of your ultimate financial freedom. And have fun. Enjoy the process. Till tomorrow, live with passion.